Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you've all had coffee because we have, as Jesse said, a very full program for you today. But before we get started, I would like to ask you all one question, and that is, why are you here today? And while you think about your answer to that, I'm going to share with you the reason I am here today. As a student of history, I've always looked at global trends and ideas over centuries. So when I reflect on the 20th century, I see 2 world wars followed by a Cold War that lasted nearly half a century. All of us have relatives that were touched by those events and ideologies, irrespective of where they lived in the world at the time. So when we think about the Cold War, we think about the fact that at a certain time, the US or the Soviet Union could launch a nuclear arsenal that would obliterate the world several times over. Kids in school would be running drills and hiding underneath their desks to protect themselves from nuclear fallout. It was an existential threat. Within this, my father was an inspiration. He spent several years of his life trying to rid the world of nuclear weapons. He did it because he supported democratic ideals, he wanted to protect people, and he wanted to safeguard the earth. So it's against this background that I'm here today. Some of you in this room, but maybe not all of you, are concerned about climate change. Some of you, but not all of you, may see it as the existential threat of the 21st century. However, irrespective, we can all agree that sustainability is now important to us. And sustainability has a definition that encompasses social, economic, and environmental components. It's in the ethos. Organizations, whether they're large or small, public or private, are concerned about sustainability. So the kids that used to hide under the desks in school are now learning how to separate plastics from paper. And case in point, my little 3-year-old daughter could recognize a recycling symbol before she could recognize a stop sign. So regardless of your personal ideologies, we can all agree as well that we have finite resources. Today, there are about 7 billion people in this world. In another 30 years, there'll be nearly 10 billion people. And those are more mouths to feed, more homes to build on more land, and ultimately more lives to live, hopefully not impoverished, irrespective of whether you live in New York State, in the US, or anywhere else in the world. So why am I here today? I'm here today because I'm motivated by supporting and shepherding our finite resources, supporting sustainability in the full sense of the word, and because technology's innovation is enabling tremendous achievements within the energy sector that will transform how we work and how we live. And technology's innovation is enabling us to do it in an ever more cost-effective manner. So New York State has bold goals. It's the law now. We're all in this together. So why is NYPA here? NYPA's here because we have been since 1931, when FDR wrote us into existence, because we're the state's original renewable company, we're the state's original energy storage company, and because for countless decades, we've partnered with entities and citizens in New York State to improve lives through our activities in the energy sector. So now I bring it back to the question that I asked you in the beginning. Why are you here? We go to work every day, day in, day out. Some aspects of our jobs are mundane. Our schedules are harried. And so maybe this is just a day out of the office, as somebody mentioned to me this morning, Or maybe it's because our boss told us to come because he or she couldn't make it. But hopefully it's for more than just that, because this is your event. It's the Customer Clean Energy Exchange. You're here today to be able to take advantage of the opportunity to hear your public and private sector peers talk about the context and challenges they face, hopefully to take courage, to take inspiration, and to take practical advice back with you to your organizations. So irrespective of whether the energy component of your responsibilities is large or small, whether you're a facilities manager, a CEO, the director of budgets or of sustainability or of a municipality, you all have a very important job to play in the sustainability of your organizations and in the promise of an improved and safeguarded world. And NYPA, as it has been now for decades, is here to work alongside you. So please take advantage of the day, enjoy the sessions as we partner and innovate and transform together for the betterment of our organizations, the customers and citizens we serve, and ultimately the communities in which we work and live. Thanks.